Welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Nandin and I'm the maker and the crocheters behind Crochet by Nady. And if you're a returning friend, hi there, welcome back. So this video wasn't really planned, but I decided to plan it after and then about how my market went. I have just been so busy with uni. I haven't really had any time to make any YouTube videos, and this market wasn't really supposed to, I wasn't even sure if I was gonna do this market, so it wasn't really planned for me to record anything, and plans don't always go to plan. So I decided to plan it kind of last minute, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go through all of the inventory I had, which is kind of a lot, and then I'm gonna go through a little bit of the experience, how it was, how it went, and then I'm gonna talk about how much I made from this market. So let's get started with the inventory. I had 8 mystery bags, and to be honest, none of them sold. Mystery bags just don't really work for me for some reason, or maybe I need a sign or something. I don't know. If you guys have any advice on how to sell my mystery bags, if I should just remove them from my markets, because mystery bags apparently don't work. Let me know if they work for you though, because I would be interested to know if anyone actually sells any mystery bags. I had 3 beanie sets. So I had 3 beanies that had gloves, and I had 2 beanies that were made with chenille yarn, and they didn't sell either. None of my beanies sold, which I think is because of the price, but it's not even that high, to be honest. But I guess people just either didn't know about cut beanies or didn't like them, or I don't know. But anyways, I haven't sold any of that. I had 2 Christmas coasters, and I thought they were gonna do well because it's Christmas season. Like, it's not even Christmas, but it's November and everything in the shops, it's about Christmas. So I don't even celebrate Christmas, but I mean, if it makes money, it makes money. But like I didn't sell any of that, even though a lot of people were interested, but I could have convinced them more to buy it. I didn't. But anyways, I had this thing that looked really cute personally, but none were sold. I had 4 mushy boys and 4 frogs, and then I put them on my wheel. I always put those 2 together on the wheel because I just feel like it just works so good, and people always are attracted by the wheel, so then they spin it and kids love it, and then I get sales. But I was so shocked that none of my little frogs, like the red frogs, sold, because usually that's my best seller, and the frogs as well, they usually sell really well. I don't know what happened. I don't know why people don't like frogs anymore, or mushrooms, because also they had shiny mushroom caps and they looked really cute, so I don't know why people don't like them. I had 1 car hanger that I always bring with me, but I don't think people know it's a car hanger because it's not very common. I might have to list in my Etsy and see how it does on my Etsy, because in person people just be like, oh, what is that? And also they don't really know Ghibli Studio characters, so they just think it's a blob. And personally, I think it looks really cute, but I just don't have a car to put it on, so that's a problem. Because I mean, people that have cars, do you know want to customize it? Do you know want to make it look pretty? Like, I would. Personally, I would. Moving on, I had 1 sad bunny that I always take with me, and he hasn't been sold. I've had him for ages. I don't know why people don't like him. Like, people like him, but they're just like, I don't know, is it the price? I don't know how to sell him. I really don't. I just need someone that's actually obsessed with bunnies for him to be bought. I then had the dragon, the red dragon that I always bring to my markets because no one wants him. I don't know why, and I've had him for a whole year now. I thought people like dragons. I like dragons. And to be honest, he's not even that expensive because I do have dragons that are more expensive and he is like at a reasonable price, you know? Anyways, people have to reconsider their choices and their preferences. I think that's what it is. Anyways, moving on. So I had this cow. This was a pattern test like not long ago. You probably seen it in one of my last videos, and he hasn't, the cow and the little frog hasn't been sold, like, because there's a cow and there's a little frog on the head on a lotus flower, and he hasn't really been sold, which I think is because of the price, because a lot of people were interested in it, but when people look at the price they're like, ooh, that's a bit expensive, you know? So I guess that's the problem. I might have to list it on my Etsy. And I think I need to list all of them on my Etsy and see how they do on my Etsy, because they might work better on my Etsy than they do in person. I don't know, but we'll see. I had a tiger that I've had for ages, and then I had a little teddy bear, which was one of my first ever teddy bears, and I am trying to sell it for cheap, but I don't think a lot of people like it, which is okay. Like, I understand why you might not like him, but it's still at a reasonable price, and I feel like some people could like him, so I still put it in my markets. I just don't have a lot of hope for him, but he's still there. He's not excluded. I had 3 turtles. So one of them was a blueberry, the second one was a cinnamon roll, which actually kind of looks a bit like one of those Japanese fish cake from Naruto, so I guess people could confuse them two together. And then the third one, I had that turtle for ages, and everyone is like, oh my god, it's so cute, like, buy it then. Buy it if you like it, because I've had it for like a whole year now. So, and it's also listed on my Etsy, and no one wants to buy him. Her, I don't know, she's pink, so basically she's a girl if she's pink, okay? I don't know, it's just, it is what it is, okay? Don't judge me, okay? So cool. The little donut turtle, she has been looking for a home. She has been looking for a home for 1 year, and no one wants to adopt her. Oh my god, I should actually put a sign, like advertisement, just like a little sign being like, looking for a home, adopt me, adopt me. I don't know. Moving on. I've actually made 2 axolotls, which wasn't really a plan, but almost every single market I've been to, even in one of my summer ones that I didn't even record, but people always be asking me about axolotls. Like, I don't really understand the hype behind the axolotls, but so many people like them, so I'm like, okay, cool. If people like them, I'ma make them. And guess what? None of them sold. So, but I do have hope for them, because I feel like one person in the next market, they're gonna be like, oh my god, do you have an axolotl? And I'm gonna be like, yeah, there you go, you know? So definitely giving them. I might make more because I've only made 2 pink ones, so I might do like a purple one, green one, not a green one, maybe a green one, I don't know, about a blue one. And I do have hope for them that they will sell. Then I had 5 frogs with the little, you know, mushroom hat on top, and they pop up. That was my pattern. I've made the pattern. If you guys want the pattern, you can look on my Etsy, it's listed there, or I do have it listed on Ko-Fi and Ripple. What? Ripple. I don't know. I'm gonna put it right here. Y'all read it for me. Yeah, it's there. Cool. So I did sell some like in my like class markets, but I just feel like I need to like show people how they work for them to actually buy it, because they look at it, they be like, oh, that's cute, but they don't know what's inside. Like, well, they don't know. So I gotta show them that they open up and you can like play with them. And I managed to wait. I'm gonna go through the sales after. So I've had one onigiri for a long time, but I think it's really cute and a lot of people like it. But I think people don't like it because it's a bit, I guess, expensive from their point of view. I think it's a good price, but people got their own preferences, so I mean, I get it. It's okay. So this was actually one of my newest patterns. So I've made 2 snowmen, and by the time you're watching this video, it's probably out already. And then I also made 2 reindeers. So it's a reindeer pattern, and that one is already out on my Etsy. So I decided to make them like for markets, because I mean, it's the season of snowmen and reindeers, and I thought they would do great, but that wasn't really the case. Then I had my little pink dragon, my bubblegum dragon, and I understand why he's not sold yet. My guy is expensive, which I understand. It's all cool. But a lot of people like him, and I feel like the right people will buy him. I'm not gonna put the price down just because I've spent so long making him, I don't know. But he's still there, you know. I bring him to my markets all the time because people love him. I bring big plushies to attract people, because he definitely attracts. It's pink and it's bright. So I've had 9 little frogs, and I thought they were gonna be sold like that. That wasn't really the case, but it's okay. I mean, they were still there and a lot of people like them. But yeah, I had 3 octopi, and I feel like I would need more colors to attract more people, but I only had 3, and 2 of them were pink and 1 of them was red. I mean, it's okay. Then I had 1 leggy froggy, which actually is quite an interesting story, because someone did actually buy the leggy froggy. It was priced at £6, but I decided to give it for 5. I mean, it's just £1 off, whatever. But it was just like, I had this really nice conversation with this lady, and she had a little niece. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a niece. So she was really cute, and we spoke a little bit, and with the grandma as well we spoke, and I honestly thought like her story was nice, you know. She's also a crocheter, but she still decided to buy something from me, even though she knows how to crochet, and the little girl, she is being taught how to crochet, so she will be a crocheter eventually. But like, even though they know kind of how to crochet, they still decided to buy something from me, which I think is really nice, because usually people that know how to crochet, they be like, oh, I know how to do this, I'll make it myself. Now, I thought that was really nice that they actually bought something from me, even though it was something small, so I do really appreciate that. And they were such a nice, like, just people, just like nice people, like just nice people, you know. You don't see that every day. So that was a really nice interaction I had with the grandma, and also her, wait, I think that's a grandchild, that's not a niece. I'm pretty sure that's a grandchild. Never mind, okay, you get what I mean. Yeah. So I had a shy guy, and I thought he was never gonna be like sold or whatever, you know, because he was just kind of there. He was like a pattern test. So, and I feel like not a lot of people know Shy Guy, you know. I also had a little chick, so it was a little chicken I made, like a little baby chick. It was like that small, and I don't know, I just made him because why not? He was just a bit there. I had two little mushy boys that were Luffy hat inspired, and people love them actually. People love them. Just saying. I had a little dino taco, and I think he's really cute, and I could make more. Then I had 4 scrunchies, and 4 of them were anime inspired by Demon Slayer, and one of them was the Akatsuki, you know, Naruto and all that. And then one of them was actually a scrunchie made with Tencel yarn, and it was giving like Christmas vibes or whatever. I honestly thought it was quite cute. I had one frog that was holding an ice cream, and I've had this frog for a while, and I'm trying to sell it, but no one wants to buy it. So, any suggestions on how I could sell a lot of the plushies, my old plushies that I had, because I was thinking to decrease the price, but I can't decrease it to £5, like it still took a long time. So any other marketing suggestions, that would be great. I also had my Chimecho, which is a Pokemon, and a lot of people like him, but I've had him for a while. I have no face. It's kind of like a blob, not blob, but the shape is kind of like a blob. It doesn't really have any features, and to be honest, No Face doesn't really have like a lot of features. So yeah, I've had 2 little chickens. Yeah, I've only had 2, and a lot of people actually like them, but I think they're put off by the £12. I could put it down to £10, because I feel like the £2, it would also like piss me off, the £2, so I might have to put it to £10, so it's a round number, because I usually like round numbers. I don't like, let's say the number 33. Like, why would you price something at 33 and not 30, if you get what I mean, right? And then I had my big chicken that was very, very fluffy chicken, and people love that chicken, but it's a £30, so people are a bit like, am I gonna pay 30 pounds for a chicken? I don't know. Might have to decrease it a little bit, just a little bit, but I love that chicken, so I'm still undecided about that. I have a fox. So I had one fox, and I actually love this fox, and I think it's so soft and it's so nice, but I mean, not a lot of people want a fox, I guess, and I guess the price is a bit high-ish. I had my bigger plushies, which is the Mudskip, yeah, shiny version. If you know Pokemon, you know Pokemon and the shiny versions, yeah. And then I had a little Charizard, I had a Pikachu, and then I also had a Toothless. I also had a bunch of like jewelry, I guess, and I don't really count them, like they're just kind of there. If people want it, like you can buy it, but I don't really put it in my inventory as a whole, because I don't really think there's any point, but they're just kind of there. And then I had some keychains. So I have some keychains, and I'm gonna try to put like a video here of some of the keychains, because honestly I always have the same keychains. I guess that was all my inventory, and I'm gonna try to put the prices as well. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the whole inventory. So the light is going down, which is not good, so I'm gonna try to kind of speed up the whole process in the video. So I'm gonna go through everything that I sold. So I'm gonna go through all of the cash that I made, like brushes and people that use cash instead of the contactless. So I'm just gonna say what I sold from that. So someone bought the Shy Guy, which I was so happy about because I feel like I'm never gonna make another one again, so I'm glad that kind of I got rid of him. So I'm glad about that. And then the Leggy Froggy as well, it was in cash. That was £5. And then the Little Frogs, that was also in cash, and that was £5. And then there was actually something else that someone paid £10 for in cash. I just do not remember, and I haven't wrote it down for me to remember what that was, but I just wrote £10 and that was it. I didn't write the item, which I should have done, so that's not good. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to everything that I made on my contactless. So someone actually bought the penguin keychain, and I'm so glad about it because I honestly thought that no one was gonna buy the penguin keychain because it's more expensive than the other keychains. Usually I price my keychains at £5, but the penguin one was £8, and I'm really glad that someone bought it because I'm probably not gonna make another one again, not anytime soon anyways. But I'm really glad that someone bought it, and that was £8. Someone actually bought 2 love cats that I had at the front, and they were £10. So, and both of them were £20. So that's good. But also they're speaking in Italian, and I understood what they were saying, but I didn't correct them because they would have not bought the love cats because they thought they was the little sad hamsters, and so many people think that these love cats are the sad hamsters, and I'm like, they have a big ass tail and they also have patches on them, and they look like cats, and they also have like pointy ears or whatever, and they don't really look like hamsters. But I mean, if you think that's a hamster, I mean, imagination, you know, you do you, boo. If I make money, I make money, and I'm grateful. So anyways, so they actually think it was hamsters, but it was cats. But I guess win-win for me. And then someone actually bought the mushroom pop frog. So it's the little frogs that you pop up the mushroom hat, and it's like a little stress toy, which is my pattern. So again, you know. Anyways, so they bought a pink one with a little pink top on the head, with a pink mushroom on top, and that was £15. And then someone else bought a keyring, and I'm pretty sure the keyring was the Luffy hat keyring. That was £5. And then, oh my god, the highlight of my day. Y'all don't understand, or you might, if you're a crocheter, if you do things that are handmade. That I was about to faint. I was so happy, I was about to faint. I stopped breathing. I didn't know how to breathe. I stopped breathing. I had no air going up and down. Yeah, I was shook. I was shook. I don't even know. I'm exaggerating. You might think I'm exaggerating, but when I tell you, I was internally, yeah, there's no words to describe what I was feeling inside. Yeah, let me get to the point. Let me get to the point, okay? Even to this day, it's been 3 days since the event, and I'm still shocked because I think that's wild. So someone actually bought my toothless, and I was so happy because it was kind of like at the end of the day, and the market was slow. Like the whole day the market was just so slow, and I didn't really have any high hopes, whatever. I was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make a little bit of money, like, okay, I mean, it's still something, it's not nothing. And then this guy comes up, and I was just kind of like on my phone, and I'm not usually on my phone when I'm doing markets because I'm trying to interact with people. And this guy comes up and he's like, hey, how much is that? And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's 50 pounds. And he's like, oh, I want it. Excuse me? Price doesn't matter to you? Who are you? You know, because 50 pounds, I admit, it's expensive, okay? But when that guy was like, oh, I want this, like, I want this, and he had no second thoughts, I was the one being awkward and being like, in my head, I'm like, are you sure you want this? Like, think about it carefully, you know? Think about it. I didn't say one word. I was just like, oh, hey, that's cool, yeah. In my head, I was like, you know? So I was just like, oh my god, the whole time. So I was packaging the little dragon. I put it in, like, I put my business card in a paper bag, and I was packaging it, and I gave it to him, and I was just like, thank you so much, I appreciate it so much, like, you don't understand. And he was like, yeah, no worries. And then that made my whole day, my whole year. That, it's mad, because I usually at markets they'd be like, that's a bit pricey, you know, and which is totally understandable. So I didn't expect anyone to buy something that expensive at my markets, and it happened. And I'm just like, okay, let me cry now of happiness, because it's not my first time that I'm selling something expensive, like on that, like, price range, because it's usually commissions which are more pricey, which I am expecting and they're expecting, and they're fine with it. And yeah, so it's not my first time I'm getting something expensive, you know, like someone is buying something expensive from me. The fact is that it was a market and it was really slow, and people at markets are a bit on the fence of the price. And he bought it and he said, I want it. I will be praying for that man, because he made my whole year, and I am very grateful for that man that was like, I want this. And he was decisive, which is what we all need. Anyways, I'm calm now. Okay, so I guess that was it, and I was so excited about my market at the end. I went and messaged my boyfriend straight away. Oh my god, I'm like fainting right away, you know, I'm like fainting. I'm like dying inside. That was it, and which is mostly the reason that I made this video, because I was really excited about the day, and I feel like I needed to tell everyone how excited I was of this amazing day that I had. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh wait, how much I've made in total. So this is how much I made. I made 128, which is really good, and I'm really happy. But there is a bit of fees involved, so I think my card machine takes around like £2 or something like that. And then, well, for the stool, the table and everything, the table was actually £40, but that's okay because it's I've saved money for that table, so I don't count it as I paid basically in advance, so I don't count this. So it's basically girl math, and I'm not counting the fees because we don't care about the fees, but you know, I'm really happy. So yeah, that was the end of the video, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did, because I loved sharing my experience and my excitement with you guys, and I'm really happy about this. And it's getting dark outside, so I'm gonna finish my video here, and I really hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know in the comments if you think, what do you think, what I should make, what ideas, you know. I would love to know anything and everything. And make sure you also follow me on my socials, which will be linked down below. And don't forget to subscribe to see more of my life chaotic videos, if you guys are into that. And put a thumbs up if you guys like this video, and if you guys were excited as much as I was. I really enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next video, which I think it will be soon, but don't take my word for it. I do have another 2 markets which I might record, I might not, but follow me on my Instagram so you guys know and you see my stories, and we can talk there. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day, or a night, or evening. Bye.